Hi guys, this is Shannon from Captivating Compass and welcome back to Homeschool Travel Learn. And today I am here with my friend Suzanne and her family. They have been doing some great things, some super fun things with doing school at home, which is kind of what a lot of us normally do, but not everybody. And so they have been using some museum resources and they've been doing some videos and some different things together as a family. And so I invited them to talk with us. So welcome Suzanne and Danny and Isla. And the rest of the gang is there with you, right? Oh, there's Joe. And who else do we have? Millie. And there's one more running around. And then there's Elijah in the back playing. Awesome. So, what, Isla?
And Marley the dog.
And Molly the dog. Yes, of course. So Suzanne, why don't we first start by you just telling us about yourself and your family?
Okay. My name's Suzanne. I'm 30-something. I live in Edinburgh with my 5 children and my husband. Not sure what else there is to say about that.
Let me see. I have some other questions here. So you have 5 kids, is that right? Yes. And what are their ages and kind of what are they interested in? Or they could tell us their ages and what they're interested in too, whatever.
This is Danny. She's 16.
And I'm 6.
6.
And I'm 10.
All right.
What do you enjoy, Joseph?
Like subject-wise.
Yeah.
Science.
You like science? Okay.
Scientific instruments especially.
Danny, what do you like?
I like science as well. I really like biology.
Yeah, cool. And Isla, what's your favorite subject?
Well, mine's painting.
Painting, awesome. Painting is good. Millie, hi there. How old are you?
8.
You're 8. And what's your favorite subject?
Fashion designing.
Fashion designing. You know, that does not surprise me from you. That sounds really fun. And then there's Elijah. Hey, little man, what's your favorite subject?
I like playing and making stuff. And for now. And I saw. But I was 3,004 and
okay.
He's 4 now.
He's 4 now. That's what that was about. Okay. So he's 4 now.
Now he's 4.
Okay. And he likes playing, as every 4-year-old should in my book. Yes. So, okay, so cool. So let's go ahead. I want to ask you guys some more questions. How long have you guys been homeschooling, Suzanne?
About just over 6 years.
6 years.
So,
okay.
Danny used to go to school, and then I pulled her out, and the other 4 have never been to school.
Okay. So Danny was homeschooled, and then she returned to high school to just finish up the last bit, right? And then the rest are all at home, and they've never been in school. Okay, cool. All right. So let's see. What type of homeschooler would you call yourself? Do you kind of like a certain style of homeschooling, or?
I think, like I was saying in the last video, I think we're a bit of everything. I think we've borrowed from lots of different styles and made it our own.
That's fun to do it that way, isn't it? And then you're able to really speak to each child's kind of desires and passions and even learning styles when you do it that way, and not really, it really makes it more flexible, and I like doing that as well. I have a tendency to be a little bit more on the classical Charlotte Mason side, but I like all different kinds of things as well. So what are your favorite learning resources right now?
At the moment, we go all over the place. We're always using something different. I think the main ones that we always use are Sunlight, Easy Peasy Online, and Fun Schooling are the 3 main ones. And then everything else we just borrow and dip into here and there.
Cool, awesome. Hey, Danny, of the things that you did, which were your favorite of the kind of the core curriculum things when you were at home?
Sunlight,
Sunlight, definitely. I really
Sunlight?
like Sunlight.
Yeah.
on that.
Okay. Why did you enjoy it?
I think just because Mum read it, it was nice. But also I could just sit there and like crochet while she was reading me books. It was like free audio books. It was great.
I don't think your mom would say they were free, but I get your perspective of of the free bit, and the being able to do it together and relax doing something that is kind of fun, like the crocheting, and just listen and absorb at the same time. That is a great way to learn. It's a fun way to learn. I love doing that too. Cool. All right, so let's see. I really want to hear the big reason I wanted to have you guys on today is to talk about these videos that you guys have been doing. So a few weeks ago, I posted on the main page your video about the beauty cake, which was a World War II cake made with rations. And so tell me, how did you guys get to, all of a sudden on my feed was this video about a World War II ration cake and your kids being really cute in it. And so tell me, how did you get to that, and how did you do it, and tell me all about it.
Okay, well, we started off, there's a website called Western Approaches, which is a museum in Liverpool, a small family-run museum, I think. And they're putting out videos every week based in World War II. So one week, the week that we did the ration video, it was about rations. And I think the next week was about Morse code. There's a week about bunkers and all different things. So the one about the rations, we watched that together and we found it quite interesting. And on their main page, they also have recipes and different resources you can use. So we had a look through the recipes and decided to make cakes. That's what we had the ingredients for. And then I said it would be fun to maybe dress up while we did it and film it. And then my husband got all excited because he's got a green screen and he wanted to justify buying it. So he got that out, and then one thing led to another, and we ended up with a script, and we spent the rest of the afternoon. I think it took about 6 hours to do in the end. So we just didn't do any other work and just had fun doing that. But it's like most projects, one thing leads to another.
Yeah, any good project is that way, isn't it? And so, but I love that how you guys decided to do a cake, and you just let it kind of morph naturally into this other project, and everybody just kept going, and it was you came out with such a fun little video that I'm going to put the link to it in when we do this. I'll put the link in the video, and we'll be able to share that with everybody and see how you can take just the idea of a simple thing where you're learning about World War II and rations and really make it stick with the kids without having to leave home, and being able to kind of do the museum thing by using museum resources and making it your own, and having some fun together as family. It's going to be a great memory in the future, but it's also a great learning tool to help just solidify the facts about history or any other subject you may have, but you can do that with studying. So that's cool. So you did that first video, and then what happened?
Well, we decided, because they had so much fun doing it, we thought we'd do an episode 2. Originally, we were going to do another recipe one, but when we were going to do the video a couple of days ago, and I looked at what we actually had in the house to eat, it wasn't, we didn't have the rations.
You didn't have the right rations.
No, we didn't have the right rations. So we decided to do a make, do, and mend one instead.
Okay,
and
so make, do, and mend. Tell me about that phrase, because when I heard it the first time, I didn't get what it meant until I actually watched part of the video. What was make, do, and mend?
Okay, that was one of the World War II initiatives to make do with what you have and to mend what you have, make the most of what you've got, because it's not easy to get new things to replace it. So like when we were researching it, one of the things was every time you do some knitting, save the wool at the end, and then use all of those to make, say, baby booties, or just don't throw away anything, just make the most.
Really frugal living then.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So you took that idea from the initiative for Make, Do, and Mend, and what did you end up with?
We were going to do originally one all about how to make, do, and mend with the stuff you've got around the house, like the knitting and things like that. But when we came to the section of the makeup, we decided we could just do a whole episode on just the makeup, which ended up being a makeup tutorial. And then originally it was going to be just Millie and Joseph, like last time, George and Betty.
Yes, George and Betty.
Danny, who's Nancy in the video, in the second video, and Isla, who was Linda in the video, they decided it was so much fun that they wanted to join in as well. So then we ended up with 4 people.
And it was so great. I loved seeing you guys do the tutorial and explain the different things. It had me off on a rabbit trail trying to find a few recipes to make things, because I thought, oh, well, we'll just go do this. And then I realized that some of the things were just so common that there weren't really any recipes out there. It was just like using what you have on hand. So tell us about, now there's 3 or 4 different things in that video that you guys demonstrate. Joe, do you want to tell us about one of them? In the makeup video.
What's your favorite?
My favorite was probably actually doing the makeup on the people.
But which was your favorite? The beetroot.
The beetroot.
The beetroot? You did a really good job applying that to your wife in the video, which is your sister in real life, right? We want to make sure everybody gets that straight, that you guys are sisters. So our sisters and brothers, sorry. So, okay, so you did the beetroot, which was a substitute for what cosmetic?
Lipstick.
Yeah, I used it for lipstick.
For lipstick, and then you helped to do the application on Betty, and that was really pretty fun. So who's next to you? Is that Danny on your? Okay, yeah. Oh. Let's ask Millie. Millie, what was your favorite thing in the makeup video?
Maybe gravy.
The gravy. What was the gravy used for?
Because they didn't have stockings. That instead they used gravy and put a line down their legs to make it look like they're wearing stockings.
Right. So what do you think about that idea?
What did you think? It was itchy.
It was itchy.
Having gravy on your legs was itchy. See, I would never have thought of that, having never put gravy on my legs like that before, personally. But you know what my first thought was? Is that why all the dogs were always around the ladies licking their legs?
Yes.
Yes. So I could see even your little dog getting all excited and chasing the ladies around because they've got, who wouldn't, right? They've got gravy on their legs. So kind of funny though, isn't it? So, but really creative use of gravy. I think I would have just kept eating the gravy, not painting it on my legs. But again, I didn't live in World War II era, and stockings weren't so important to me. But very resourceful of them, wasn't it? Okay, so Danny, what was your favorite part of making that video?
Probably doing the mascara, which we use boot polish. Boot polish.
Yes.
But I liked it because I like making Isla have really thick eyebrows.
Yeah, you did a great job on Isla's eyebrows. I saw that in the video. What I want to make sure people know is that please now don't use boot polish for mascara. It is it's probably poisonous, you know. And you don't want that to get in your eye, and you don't want to get it on your skin like that. So don't do that. Even though I think because in the 40s, in the 1940s, they could get away with that because boot polish then was like beeswax or paraffin. It was some type of waxy substance and ash from the fireplace. So it was the black soot from the fireplace and that kind of thing. So while I still don't think it was very healthy, it certainly didn't have as many chemicals in it as we might have now. But I still don't know that I would have put it on my eyelashes even back then. Just saying. But pretty creative though, wasn't it, Danny?
Yes.
Would you have done it if you had lived in 1940s or 39 to, 43 or whatever for World War II? Would you have done that?
I might have actually. Maybe just for the eyelashes. Just
for the eyelashes. See, I can see, there are certain aspects about it because they had this other initiative going on. Did you look at, this Make, Do, and Mend was one initiative, but they also had a lot. I noticed when I was doing my research, a little bit of like advertisements about women in the Army and how they should look in the Army and different things like that. And that they had a duty to look nice, I guess. And so that was like, okay, I can see where that kind of came from, and everything, but I still don't know if I would do it or not. So what's the thing, what else did you learn from doing the videos with the makeup?
I think the thing I was most surprised about was how important it was to wear makeup. Like, I'll quite happily go weeks without wearing makeup and it doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
The fact they went to such lengths to use beetroot and chalk and boot polish to make themselves look nice made me feel a bit slobby, I suppose.
That's what I was just thinking right now. That was the perspective I was coming from, is that was really important to them then, for whatever reason. And maybe that was that, that keep calm and carry on attitude. We're going to just,
One of the sites we came across said that Hitler really didn't like women wearing makeup. So one of the reasons they did it was to say, like, we don't agree with you, Hitler. You don't want us to look like this, but we're going to carry on. And it was to keep up morale and all these different things as well. Yeah.
So interesting. So now help me remember, have I talked with all the kids? I think Isla, I haven't gotten to talk with you about your favorite part of doing the makeup video. Did she go in?
Okay.
Millie's gone to get her. She might be
back. Okay, so she'll come back in a second. We can put that in a second. Okay, so let me look at my question here real quick. So you guys also, you did a food video. Joe, while we're waiting for your sister to come back, do you want to tell us a little bit about the food video? You guys made a cake.
Yes. We made a cake with all the rations that you would normally get in war times, and
it was, you did a great job with it. And did it end up tasting really good?
Yes, it tasted amazing.
Yeah, like, a cake you would make for now, even though you have all the supplies you might need or want. Very cool. Yeah, it looked like it was a pretty good recipe. Hey, Isla, go ahead.
And a bit more spicy, isn't it? Isla.
Yeah.
So tell me, what was your favorite part about making the makeup video?
Well, it was how I get it to dress up.
Yeah, getting dressed up for it? Yeah. So which makeup thing did you like the best? The gravy stockings, the beetroot lipstick, or the shoe polish eyebrows?
By the way, we didn't actually put shoe polish on it. All we did, we was scraped on the candle. Actually, shoe polish was actually real.
You're telling all our secrets.
That's okay, because you know what? It's important that the kids and the moms know that we really shouldn't put shoe polish on our face, right? Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that while you were inside, that shoe polish on our face is not okay. It can burn us. It's not good.
Makeup was the eyeshadow.
The eyeshadow.
What's that? We didn't have.
Do you mean the mascara?
The mascara.
She means the mascara.
Okay, the mascara. So yeah, that was pretty fun. Well, cool. All right, so let's keep going here. I have a couple other things. We talked about the recipes. So I want to know what you guys have going. Are you going to keep making videos? Is there more to this World War II story that you have to tell? Are there more resources for others to jump on with and use? What's coming next?
I think we will make some more videos. I'm not sure what yet. There's a lot more of the make, do, amend one, and we could possibly do some more recipe ones. The Western approaches, which you'll probably put a link to, won't you, in the video, that's got some really good resources.
Yeah.
And the other one, just when we think of a topic, we just kind of research around that topic.
Yeah.
So, sorry, the dog decided to stop.
That's okay. So, well, cool. Well, those are going to be really fun. And I look forward to you guys sharing them in the group with us and the different places. And if I see them first and I have permission, I'll link them through as well. So what are you guys doing this week? What else do you guys have on your school thing? Like the resources you're using right now, aside from the stuff you're doing for history, to just make it fun and relaxed and enjoyable while we're kind of all stuck at home.
Yeah, well, yesterday afternoon we used the resource from your site, the famous authors. So I printed out, I think it was 3 pages of quotes from famous authors, and I let all the children pick 3 each, and it was for a photography challenge. So we managed to go out and back within our designated 1 hour government-approved walk of the day.
Yes.
And they took their photos, and then we got back, we put all the photos in the thing, I think you've got the link to it, and made a little video out of it. And we just spent the whole afternoon doing that. And it was really nice. It was sort of PE and nature and English and photography, everything all wrapped up into one. And so that was a really nice afternoon.
I am
nice
so
and
glad you guys enjoyed. Did you enjoy doing that one, Joseph?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
it's really fun. I find that when I put a camera in kids' hands, things happen and their perspective is just so different than mine. And the creativity comes out, and when you can tie that into other things, again, like the literature and the quotes and that kind of thing, it just, it just makes you look at things differently, I guess. And that's the goal of you doing the videos about World War II stuff, and even the quotes and the photography challenge and the different things, is to look at how we learn and how we use the things around us to learn in a different way to help just make things stick better and have fun doing it. It's not just to make it stick and memorize the facts and learn the lesson, but it's to have fun. And because when we have fun, our brain does different things and it stores it in different places. So when you're Joseph, when you're going out and you're going on a nature walk and you see and you hear and you smell and you read and you take a picture and you talk about it, it's all stored in different places in your brain. So next time you go out and you hear a bird, you might think of the quote that you took the picture about, or you read the quote and you'll think about the time that you went on that walk. And so it all, it's just, our brains are amazing. And I love it when we get to do things I don't know, it's like cross-pollinating, but it's like for subjects and stuff. So so thank you guys. I love having you guys on. I'm looking forward to more videos. I was thrilled with your little project with the quotes. You guys did some beautiful pictures. I have to say, every time I see pictures that you guys take on your walks around Scotland, I fall in love with Scotland all over again, even though I'm kind of stuck in my backyard, except for that 1 hour a day. So thank you. Thanks, Isla, for hanging out with us today, and Joseph and Danny and Millie, wherever she got to. And Suzanne, thank you for being so creative and sharing your creative family with us. I love having you on, and I look forward to it again soon. All right. We'll see you guys.